Hi, welcome to Interview with Champions. Today, we have the privilege of featuring Gowri P Sudhakar, 2024 National Public Speaking Junior Champion. National Public Speaking Championship is the most prestigious and widely recognized platform for public speaking excellence. Gowri, hailing from Andhra Pradesh, is a 11th grade student at Sarvodaya Central Vidyalaya, Trivandrum. She's a NCC cadet, got the opportunity to participate in the Republic Day camp in New Delhi. She is a winner of district level debate contest. She likes singing, dancing, and drawing. The interview will be conducted by Mr. Aham Bicha, 2021 National Junior Public Speaking Champion and finalist for the Global Junior Championship of Public Speaking. He's an emerging author, content writer, content creator, public speaker, and storyteller. He received many accolades, including ORMA, the Orator of the Year award. He's also Rashtrapati Awardee and National Outstanding Scout.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the interview session with the National Champion of Public Speaking 2024 from the juniors category, Gowri P Sudhakar. Congratulations, Gowri, first of all.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're mostly welcome. Now, Gowri, how does it feel to be the National Champion of 2024?
Firstly, I feel so privileged to be in this interview and to be interviewed by a former champion. I feel so honored. Secondly, how I feel? Well, I feel so surreal, being the National Public Speaking Champion Junior 2024. It's still like I'm in a dream or a trance, but yeah. And for me, it's more than just a title. It's like now I know I have a platform where I can, express my views, where there are people sitting to hear
Yeah.
what I speak. And that feels even more exhilarating and humbling at the same time.
Great. So it is indeed a wonderful title, National Champion of 24. Congratulations once again. Now, can you tell us a bit more about yourself, your background, your interests, your hobbies, or your ambition?
Sure. About my background, I come from a very diverse background because of my dad's job. We often keep shifting from one city to the other. So I've never lived in one place for more than 4 years. So my background is like a mix of many cultures. So I come from a very diverse background, I must say. About my interest, well, I love dancing, singing, a little bit of art.
Great.
But what
Yeah.
actually captivates me is the power of speaking, the power of words. That's why I love public speaking and things like debating, where I can actually express myself and channel my thoughts to make something impactful.
Great. So, which standard are you currently studying?
I'm studying in standard 11.
Wonderful. Nice. So, another question which I have to ask you is what inspired you to participate in these type of public speaking competitions of national standards? Like many of us will feel afraid of going into the big stages, speaking, delivering the speech in front of crowds.
Yeah, actually, yes. Even I was afraid, but what I'd say is it was my parents who actually, forced me to,
Great.
get into this competition. It was actually my mom who inspired me to, go into this
Mhm.
competition. When initially we got the notice that there's going to be national public speaking champion, my mom was like, "Look, participate, give it a shot. You win or not, it doesn't matter." I was like, "No, mom, I wouldn't be able to do it. It's a national level championship." So she was like, opportunities like this never come again. So give it a shot. And as they say, always do what your parents advise you to. So I gave it a shot. And here I am. So they are my biggest source of inspirations. Something else that inspired me, well, I'd say, growing up, I've been often interested in watching TED Talks, formal public speaking videos. And I love the way, words can impact someone's life, the change that they bring. Even when I
Yes.
see some speakers speaking, I feel I can connect with them and, the words that they say, they make an impact in my life. So I was like, probably even one day I would be able to speak and my words could impact someone else's life, inspire them or influence them. And I think that actually inspired me to participate in something national level. And yes, challenging myself is something that I like. So I tried to get on the national
Awesome.
level.
So a participation which started from your mom pushing you, and now look where you are, the national champion of 2024. Such a pleasure meeting you. Now, I'm sure preparation was a big task because it's such a big competition where there are many contestants. So, how did you prepare for the national speaking competition?
Well, speaking honestly, it was normal, the way I usually prepare for the other speeches in my Gable Club and all. It was
Mhm.
just like that. Something additional that I did was actually preparing myself emotionally because I knew that this was going to be a national level competition and they're going to be
Yes.
experienced judges, people from different parts of the world, senior category people, and they're going to be 10x times better than me. So me performing in front of them, I had to be mentally prepared rather than, being prepared with my script. So that's what I focused more while preparing for this competition, mentally preparing my
Great. Yeah.
mind for that situation. I guess it helped me a lot. And when I went there, I was already adapted to that situation that yes, people here are so
Mhm.
much experienced. So do your best and rest, is in the God's hands. So yeah.
Wonderful. I think that's also a great tip because normally what other speakers do, like they just prepare their script over and over again, but they forget about the mental preparation part. That's a really great point. Now, what were some challenges you faced during your preparation for the national speaking competition?
Challenges of such, I guess not many, but
Hmm.
one thing that I, struggle with is being authentically me. Whenever
Uh-huh.
I come up with a script, I feel like, I question myself whether this would be connecting with the audience that I'm going to do. Will this be good enough for me to speak? So, I question myself, question my authenticity over and over again. But over the time, I realized the fact that people actually don't like your facts. They know the facts. They actually feel connected more of the way how you make them feel. So I started embracing my authenticity. Second challenge, I think one thing that I struggled with from the beginning of this journey is handling criticism. Initially when I joined
Mhm.
Gable's Club, gave my first speech, there was this evaluator who evaluated my speech. So
Right.
he or she, like, they pointed out all my mistakes, and I was like, I prepared 2 days for this speech and gave this, and you're pointing out my mistakes. So I felt really bad. I felt like feedback was personal. But then slowly I realized that that is what is actually making me grow. Grow up my a
Yes.
level, knowing my mistakes. So after that, I started embracing them. And today, when I look back, I feel like I should thank those evaluators. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I'm today. Yeah, only those.
Right. Yeah. I think even in my case, I think that's what I love about Gavel's Club because you're not just delivering your speeches, you also get spot feedback about how you did, the positives, the negatives,
Yeah,
which really help us grow.
yeah.
Fine. Another thing which I'd like to point out is it is said or it is believed that the fear of public speaking is greater than the fear of death. So, how did you overcome your fear or stage fright?
Okay, so first things first, stage fear, not much. Like, from a young age, I was not afraid of being on the stage because I guess
Mhm.
I'm an extrovert and I love expressing myself. But
Great. Yeah,
one thing that
nice.
I always struggle with is being nervous. Once I go onto the stage, I want to speak, but probably I stutter, I fumble, I start shaking. There's nervousness all over. But slowly, what I did was I started loving that nervousness. Instead of
Mhm.
letting it taking me down, I used it as a power to come up and, power to make my speech even more impactful. But scientifically speaking, what I usually do before my speeches is, go out, walk a little bit, probably brisk walking, breathing, because you feel nervous because of the excess adrenaline produced in your body, right?
Yes.
That's scientifically. So if you put it out of the stage before you get on, then there's no more fright. There, you won't stumble anymore. So that's usually what I do. Take a deep breath and then, of course, go onto the stage with a smile on my face and confidence in my heart and express myself. That's all.
Fine. Wonderful tips for all the budding speakers out there who are watching this video right now. Now, yours was beyond the checklist. So, what made you select that topic, or what was the message you conveyed there?
Okay. So, firstly, I think my message was simple yet profound one. It was
Mm-hmm.
that life isn't about ticking boxes. So from a young time, I've always been this perfect girl in my school before, like 2 years back and all, always aiming
Okay.
at good grades, being that perfect students, the teacher's girl and all. I was always going up with this perfect same lifetime routine, waking up, going to school, studying, no change, nothing. I thought that was how you're supposed to live. That's how you're supposed to be disciplined. But over the time, I realized that what I'm actually living is not life. It's something that's already planned out, and life isn't supposed to be planned out, right? So that's when I came up with the idea of going beyond the checklist, because from a young time we are taught life is a checklist, good grades, check, perfect social life, check, being perfect everywhere, check. So I was like, let's go beyond it, stop worrying about ticking all those boxes, stop worrying about being perfect and start embracing progress. And that is what inspired me to, select the topic beyond the checklist, because for me, it means finding happiness in the unexpected.
Amazing. Such a relevant topic to choose nowadays, where most of the youth are worried about their social media presence, how they look in front of people, how will people judge, what will
Exactly.
people
Yeah.
think. So, like, wonderful topic. Now, okay, just to drift away from the conversation, just a question to make you relax with the interview process. So now you talked about that you came from diverse backgrounds, you have traveled mostly. So, what is your favorite food item?
But okay, so well, I love all the foods that I eat, but one thing that has always fascinated me would be pani puri. Not from Kerala,
Really,
but
agree.
the Kerala ones,
Yeah.
I don't know, it tastes different, but the ones you get away, like I was in Andhra Pradesh for a few years, I was in Delhi.
Mhm.
The pani puris you get there are like to
Yes.
live for, you keep on just eating them. So I guess
Yeah,
that's
great.
my
My mouth
favorite
is already
food.
watering, and when you stated Pani Puri itself now. Great. Now, you participated the contest. I hope that you also got a chance to meet many other contestants with the same passion or power of public speaking in them. So, what was the biggest takeaway from the contest which you felt?
Biggest takeaway, I think what I learned from this contest would be the strength of vulnerability. Because,
Mhm.
when I went there were people like, youngsters, kids, my age, teenagers, adults, everyone coming up with their own unique ideas, speaking, and everyone perspective was different from other. And I loved the way how they spoke. So, at that time I realized the fact that whatever you speak, it's not about the facts or what you speak about, but it's about how you make the audience feel there. So
Yes.
when even the kids when they were speaking, the way they were connecting with the audience, that was so good. That was so good to see such kids coming up with such a great confidence and believing in themselves, speaking out there, showing their voices. That was so good to see. So I was learning to embrace my vulnerability, my mistakes, my flaws, I'd say, and go up there, speak whatever I want, and of course believing in my voice, because there what we were taught was that speak whatever you want, just put your heart out there, speak what your heart says, speak out your soul. So I think all those things are something to keep with me for lifetime.
Great. So, genuinity, authenticity, and also like credibility of your speech. And the integral part is how your audience feel, not just the facts you like randomly say, because facts can be collected by anyone, but influencing or
Exactly.
persuading
Yeah.
people, that's a different level, I should say. Now, how do you think public speaking can empower young people, youth like us, or how can it impact their lives?
I think public speaking is a great platform for young people to put their voices out. I must say that we all live in a world where young people are always said to wait for your turn. Wait, your turn is going to come. But I guess public speaking gives them a chance, gives them a stage to speak on now, to, speak their voices out. That, gives us a feeling of ownership of our voice, gives us a feeling that, we are being heard. And when youngsters start believing that their voice is something that's being valued, I think that belief is where empowerment truly starts. And when we start expressing ourselves, that's going to be the future tomorrow. So I think public speaking is a great platform for all the youngsters to put their voices out, which would be heard. And people are sitting there, the world is sitting there to hear you with a smile. So I guess it's a great way to express yourself.
Wow, truly inspirational. I can see the quality of a national champion. Like, you truly deserve it. Congratulations. And I think even for all the young people, Gavels Club would also be a great opportunity where they get that, like,
Yeah,
you agree, right? Like that feeling or
yeah.
that presence which you feel with others, where you get a feedback from your mentors. Just amazing. Now, you talked about being an extrovert, like you talked about how you handled nervousness and everything. How has public speaking impacted your confidence, the way you demonstrate your voice in front of others?
Well, I think public speaking has changed me a lot over time. I was not this confident with English before. Before, if someone asked me to go onto the stage and speak something out, I used to stutter there, having nothing in my mind. Even if I go onto the stage, they give me a simple topic, speak about yourself, I start fumbling, even to speak about something that I know the most. But in Gavel's Club, over the time when I practiced speaking, I was given the table topics on the spot, and where teachers and the mans there, they asked us to express ourselves out, speak out, whatever you know. Over the time, that improved my level of speaking, and I started feeling more comfortable with going on stage. And now, whenever someone asks me to go onto the stage and speak, I'm no more afraid or feared. I'm like, okay, fine, yeah, I'm happy to go onto the stage. That's my happy place. So I guess that's really good about being a Gavels Club member. So I'd like everyone, to all the viewers who are seeing, I'd like all of you, if you're not a member, go join up in a Gavels Club. It's a fantastic opportunity, as you've already said.
True. Yeah. Fantastic. Like even in my case, like table topics at first was a haunted nightmare. But as I
Yeah.
went through it, it just became a sweet dream. Like I felt like getting a chance in table topics every meeting. Now, what is your final thought or message for all the viewers?
I'd say to everyone hearing this, always embrace your voice. Do not be afraid to, put that out there and start showing your voice to others. Do not be afraid. The world needs to hear your voice today and not tomorrow. So everyone values your voice. So put it out there, show your talent out there, and start now. Because we always think the perfect moment would be tomorrow. We'll start tomorrow. So I ask everyone watching this, if you're interested in something, may not be public speaking, something else, anything that you're interested in, start now preparing for it from this moment. Do not put it for tomorrow, because we as teenagers, we're often, we start delaying things. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it day after, I'll do it
Yes.
the next day. So I ask everyone to start doing whatever you like today, because this is the perfect moment. And to all the aspiring speakers, I say, speak out your voices, because it's so much valued and the world needs to hear your voice today, not tomorrow. So start showing it off. And also, I'd say that life is a long journey, it's full of obstacles. and always be daring enough to put the first step, because I think that is the most challenging part. Climb the first stepping stone, because once you do that, the rest of the journey is easy. You just have to work hard. But that first push, or first step towards success, whatever it may be, is the most difficult part, and most of us feel afraid. We doubt ourselves even before putting that. So be daring enough to go out there, put yourself, because you are worth it, trust me. That's all I would like to say.
Great. Thank you so much, Gowri, for spending your valuable time. It was a short discussion, but certainly one which was filled with a lot of insights where you share your experience about being a national champion. Congratulations yet again. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you found this informative, insightful. And as Gowri highlighted, embrace your uniqueness and spread your voice. Thank you.